Okay. Just you can see last class we discussed up to chillers, right? Okay, now we got basic idea about duct systems and which type of machines we are using. Okay, next we need to know about duct. First of all, what is duct and what are the classification of a duct? We need to discuss this all. First of all, you will consider with duct. Okay, here we have duct, right? Just you can see duct means why we are using duct. Duct is a tell me. Hmm. Right, mainly as a supply you will take FAD, fresh air duct, you will take return air duct or exact air duct. These all are ducts, but here a duct means just passing air one place to another place. Simply you will consider as a component, it is passing air. Okay, you will consider like that. Why means we have systems, supply air system and return air system. At the same time exact fresh air system also is there. Depends upon the requirement, we need to do routing for that. But actual duct is a air passer, air conveying purpose we need to use duct. See, duct system, the conditioned air means AC room from, okay, from air conditioning equipment, okay, to proper air distribution to point or air supply outlet in room, okay, at the same time and carry return air from the room back to air conditioning equipment for reconditioning and recirculation. Just you can see here, duct system, the conditioned air from the air conditioning equipment. For example, you can use any AC system in your house, that is ductable AC system. Okay, that condition we need to distribute proper, we need to distribute uniformly. For example, we have number of diffusers in my room or office, that condition definitely we need to pass. Again here just you can see our supply air outlet in the room, okay, and carry return air. We have return terminals also now, okay, and return grills also now. You can take this one, carry return air from the room back. By using same duct we can use return purpose also. Okay, return purpose we have separate that one. Back to air conditioning equipment, again come to air conditioning equipment. Okay, in that return air we are using 70% again recycling na, only 30% we are doing exhaust to outside, remaining 70% we are using. Okay, that purpose here we have reconditioning, means recooling purpose, at the same time recirculation purpose we need to use this one. This is entire duct. Duct means simply we say that passing air one place to another place. So what is our requirement, based on that you can use your duct routing. Okay. Next we have classification of duct. Okay, we have two types of classifications. What is that? Ducts are classified in terms of velocity and pressure. This is very very important. Velocity and pressure. Just you can see, first of all we will discuss about velocity classification. Velocity classification means, just you can see here, ducts are classified into three basic categories. What is that? Low velocity system, medium velocity system and high velocity systems. Mostly we are using low and medium velocities. Okay, just you can see here, here we have one FPM. FPM means that is velocity unit, okay, in HVAC, flow per minute. Okay, flow per minute, 2000 fpm. Okay, they are characterized by the air velocities up to 2000, means below 2000 fpm we consider as a low velocity. For example, you will take 1000, you will take 1200, you will take 900. Okay, you consider as a low velocity system. But 2000 to 2500 fpm is there, means 2000 to 2500 velocity is there. That condition we consider as a medium velocity systems. Okay, how can we classify our duct system? Means depends upon the flow. Okay, we divided below the 2000 fpm we consider as a low velocity system, and 2000 to 2500 fpm we consider as a medium velocity systems. Okay, 2500 above we consider as a high velocity system. Just you can see, here some matter is there. The low velocity system is used in most air okay, the low velocity system is used in most air conditioning installations, okay, because it is quieter, has low friction losses, lower fan power and lower air leakage. Mostly we are using commercial and residential buildings. That situation you can use only G+3, G+4, G+2, that type of secondary or commercial offices, that type of situation you can use this one, okay. And here we have low fan power. Low fan power and by energy consumption means power consumption also less, at the same time air leakage also low here. And the friction loss, when you will increase your friction loss, automatically pressure also dropping, that condition automatically increasing. We need high capacity fan, that condition when you will drop your pressure, your friction, that condition definitely we need high pressure, sorry, high capacity fan, okay. Based on this you need to select your fan also, your pressure and your friction, okay. And quieter, noiseless compared to remaining machine. We have noise, that is mandatory, you will take any HV system, but compared to remaining this is better, low velocity system. Next, high duct velocities result in lower initial cost but required increased fan static pressures, therefore resulting in increased operating cost. Often these need additional noise attenuation, use of noise silencers, and are not suitable for comfort application. As a residential commercial buildings purpose, not useful this one, okay. Initial cost is low, at the same time operating cost is high, means running cost is high. At the same time we are using extra noise, okay. Noise reducing purpose we need to use extra items. For example, you will increase your like acoustic lining also, insulation, you can use noise reducing purpose, or otherwise you can use silencers also, that is based on your requirement, you can use that one. Next, generally high velocity system are applicable to large multi-story buildings, you consider as a high rise buildings also, that one. Next, primarily because the advantage of savings in duct shafts and floor to floor heights, okay, is more substantial, okay. Small 2 and 3 story buildings are normally low velocity, I said na, G+2, G+3, G+4 we consider as a low velocity. A low velocity of 1000 fpm to 1500 fpm for main ducts, and a velocity of branch ducts, you will remember this point, okay. 700 to 1000 fpm for branch takeoffs are recommended, okay. This 1000 1500 recommended for which one? Main duct. What is our main duct running, you can mention for that. And you will take branches na, branch purpose you can maintain this velocity 700 to 1000 fpm, okay. Why means, in when you will go to the interview condition, they will give directly one diagram to you, okay. In that diagram directly you will get only fpm, means velocity, at the same time cfm, you don't know duct size. That condition you will find out the direct, we don't have any softwares for that. For example, we have separate softwares for the duct sizing like MechAqua, and we have ASHRAE sheets. For example, in interviews they don't give the two ASHRAE sheets, at the same time duct MechAqua size. That condition you need to find out that one. That purpose also we have one thing, I will explain that one also, by using continuity equation, okay. Q is equal to VA is there na, AV, okay. By using that equation you can find your duct sizes also, that is also applicable, I will explain that one also. Next, this one is pressure classification, you will remember this point, okay. When you will design that duct double line routing, that condition we need this one, definitely we need to mention fpm also na, flow per minute. Next, pressure classification, okay. Duct systems are also divided into 3 pressure classifications, okay, matching the way supply fans are classified, okay. Based on fan low pressure, the term low pressure applies to system with fan static pressures less than the 3 inches, okay. WC, this is also pressure unit, okay. Generally duct velocities are less than 1500 fpm. Low pressure means you will consider below the 1500 fpm, just you will consider this one, you no need this all. Why means, when you select your fan for low capacities or low pressure condition, you will take this one. Why means here we have low velocity na? When you will use low velocity system condition, you will take low pressure also, fan. Okay, definitely we need this value now. Below the 1500 fpm we are using this system, low velocity system. At the same time, here also we consider low pressure system. Next you will take this one, medium pressure. Medium pressure also same. The term medium pressure applies to system with a fan static pressures between 3 to 6 inch. You will consider this one also. Here low pressure condition we need 3 inches pressure fan. Just you can see static pressure fan. Here with the fan static pressures between 3 to 6 inch. Here we have stand static pressure 3 to 6 inch. Here we have 3 inch. Here fan is different based on supply fans. You will remember this point. Okay, generally duct velocities are less than or equal to the 2500 fpm. Based on velocity you will consider your pressure also. Next, this one is high, same 6 to 10 inch only. Fan will be changing, fan static pressure between 6 to 10 inch. Next, maximum 7 inch. This one, usually the static pressure is limited to maximum of 7 inch WC. This is unit, and duct velocities are limited to 4000 fpm. Okay, systems requiring pressure more than 7 inches are normally unwarranted and could result is very high operating cost. Means running costs are so very high. Okay, you will take more than 7 inch. Okay. Single phase, huh? Yeah. Definitely we need 3 phase na. Why means load we have high na compare. Yeah. Okay, Krunal, that is completely, just we need to select our fan. Okay, here in HVAC condition, here we are selecting our fan, not analyzing on that. Just we need specification for that fan. Okay, how much of pressure is there, which phase. Okay, based on company requirement they will give, or otherwise you have catalog. Based on catalog which is preferred to you, you can select that one actually. As a company process, when you will order, HVAC designing person give this some information, this much of pressure fan we required. Just we need that data as a fan selection condition. When you will develop your fan, that condition you need that data. We need single phase or 3 phase, that is completely out of subject na. That is completely different. That condition we need to select our vanes, fan vanes is there na, that curve also we need to consider. Okay, why means, for example, you will generate hydropower plant, definitely we need our vanes angle also. At the same time, how much of force, how much of velocity acting on that vane, we need to analyze that all things when you select your fan. But here we know already pressure, that condition you will mention your pressure, or you will mention your this fpm, flow per minute velocity. Based on that we will order our fan directly. Okay. Next you can see here general good engineering practice area, use of medium pressure classification, primary air duct work. Okay, fan connection, risers and main distribution ducts. At the same time, just you can see use of low pressure classification for secondary air duct work. Okay, runouts branches from main to terminal boxes and distribution devices. Okay, this is made we have main duct at the same time branches. Now that condition is main duct purpose, you can maintain this one. Already we discussed it here. In velocity condition we have main duct purpose 1000 fpm to 1500 fpm. Same point came here also. Yeah. You low pressure this one branches purpose, and here we are using some devices also in that condition. Every branch we need to apply our pressure dropping is there and volume air dropping is there. That conditions we need to apply VCD, volume control dampers. Okay, at these places branches conditions mostly. Next we will discuss about duct materials, which type of materials we are using for ducts. Okay, normally you will take sheets measured by the gauges actually. Actually sheet measuring by the gauges, not a mm. Okay, here just you can see duct material. Duct is generally formed by folding sheet metal into the desired shape. Which type of shape you need based on that requirement you need to give the drawing. Okay, then they will fabricate it, or otherwise we have some standard catalogs from the company. Based on that you will select your size. We have two requirements. One requirement is if you have separate duct sizes, then you will give the fabrication drawings. Next thing is directly you will approach to the company and you will select standard sizes from the catalogs. Both is there. When you will do fabricate, that is late process, and we have some other also in that condition. Okay, traditionally air conditioning ductwork is made of galvanized sheets. Okay, next in properly is aluminium. Other metals used under special circumstances, and copper and stainless steel. Okay, metals that are used extensively depends upon the application of the duct and are listed below. Just these all materials we are using for ducting. Just you can see GI galvanized steel. Next, it is a standard most common material used in fabricating ductwork for most comfort and air conditioning system. Most of the situation we are using this one. The specifications for galvanized sheet are ASTM. Okay, first when I have taken first class, that condition I explained standard. Okay, we have ASTM standards also, American Society of Testing and Materials. Okay, based on this standard you will select your material, and this is coating code G90. Okay, if you have any coating, we have separate codes, you can apply that coating code also. Okay, next this is aluminium. Also we have standard sheet or ASTM B209. Here we have A653. This is galvanized steel. This is aluminium condition we have B209, and alloy, if you need alloys you can use this 110 and 3003. Next one is 5052. These all are codes. You will take ASTM book, you will get this material and material properties also. If you need any analyzation, okay, any analysis of your ducting, that condition definitely we need properties of that material. Okay, that condition you can analyze and you can select this material from the ASTM when you will do analysis. Next, it is widely used in clean room applications. Okay, these are also preferred system for moisture laden air, special exhaust system and ornamental duct systems. Mostly we are using clean rooms, like this one is there na, industrial sector we have medicines. Okay, isolation room, that condition you can use this one, or otherwise you can use this one based on your condition. Stainless steel, it is used to duct system for kitchen exhaust and moisture laden air and fume exhaust. The specification for stainless steel, here we have stainless steel. Next, carbon steel, black iron, this one. Application involving flues, stacks, hood and other high temperature and special coating requirements for industrial use. Next, copper, it is mainly used for certain chemical exhaust and ornamental ductwork. Okay, based on normal you will use in commercial buildings, you will take galvanized, that is better. For example, you will take any industrial sector, you will take this one. At the same time copper also. Why means pharma industries we have some chemical composition, na? Definitely we need to exact to atmosphere. Okay, climate, that condition you will take this one, copper. Okay, if you use for kitchen sector, we have kitchen ventilation or otherwise kitchen exhausting, that condition you can use stainless steel or carbon black iron leather. Okay, these are the materials, duct materials. Okay, this one is classification, pressure classification and velocity classification. Next we will discuss about aspect ratio, and we have remaining also types of ducts. We have rectangular, circular, oval. Based on shape we need to select that one. Next we have duct fittings and duct accessories also. I will explain that one also, don't worry. First you will listen this topic. Why means when we will start our drafting condition, I will explain easily that one. Just you can see. Next, aspect ratio. Anybody know aspect ratio? Why we need this aspect ratio? Ducting purpose. Okay. Length by width, huh? Is it right? Hmm. Okay. Okay, that is okay. Hmm. 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 Right. What you said is right. When you increase your friction losses or friction, automatically dropping our pressure, na? When we will drop our pressure and friction, then automatically we need a high capacity fan. When you will select a high capacity fan, automatically increasing our power consumption. When you will increase your power consumption, automatically increasing monthly bill also, means running cost also increasing. Okay, aspect ratio, running cost purpose. If you need to decrease your running cost, we need this one. If you need to increase your running cost, you need this one. Based on site clearance also, you need to check site clearance also, that is also mandatory. Okay. Just you can see here we have one point. See, sorry, just you this one, long side to short side. Just you can see this point. This is the ratio of long side to the short side of the duct. Okay, as just you can consider up to here only. This is the ratio of long side to the short side of the duct. For example, actually most of the persons AR means aspect ratio means they will consider width by height. Most of the persons consider width by height. Okay, some condition that is not correct. Some conditions is correct, but some possibilities, some conditions is not correct. Okay, why means I will show now. For example, this is my rectangular duct and this is also my rectangular duct. Okay. You will take this duct. Okay, this is width na, you will consider as a width this one is height. At the same time, now this is height, this is width, we consider as a, okay. Sorry, this one is width, this one is height, right? You will take this condition, width by height, aspect ratio is correct. Okay, long side, width is long na compared to the height, but you will take this condition is not applicable now. Why means width is less compared to the height. Okay, this condition, hmm? One is best actually. Okay, up to 4 is applicable. less than 4 is applicable, 1 is best. That is wrong actually. More than 4 means increasing your running cost very high. Okay, less than 4, yeah. When you, I will explain that one also. First you can listen this one. Just you can see this condition we have width more, means larger width, and height shorter height. Just you can consider in this picture we have shorter width and a larger height. Okay, this type of situation your aspect ratio is wrong. This type of situation aspect ratio is correct. Based on this you need to select your aspect ratio. Okay, just you can see aspect ratio applicable for square and rectangular ducts only, not for a circular duct. Circular duct condition you will take complete diameter, we have same length and width is equal same na in circular condition. That's why you don't consider that one. Okay, now understand the aspect ratio. Just you can see here we have as per SMARCNA, when you will fabricate your SMARCNA, based on that SMARCNA standard we have AR aspect ratio should less than the 4 applicable that one. Okay, 1 is best, means your operating cost also less in one condition. How means you will see the second point, as the aspect ratio increases more metal surface is required for the duct of same cross section area. For example, you can consider these two cases. This is case 1, this is case 2 now. For example, you can consider this area and this area. You will take this rectangle. In this rectangle, for example, this is supply. Okay, these two supply condition, this is the supply symbol. You can consider this duct area, this is width 8 feet and height 2 feet na. You can consider here 4 feet 4 feet, but area is same. 8 into 2 you will get how much? 16 feet square, and 4 into 4 you will get 16 feet square. Okay, 16 square feet. That condition what happen means you consider perimeter. Okay, this is 8, this is 2, okay, 10, this is 8 and this is 2. How much totally? 20 feet na. Perimeter means length of the duct. Just you can consider perimeter. Do you know perimeter and area difference already? You know, I think. Okay. Next you will take perimeter here, 4 4 4 4. How much? 16 feet. Just compare to this rectangular duct and square duct, here we have high surface area compared to this one. When airflow on this rectangular duct, our air contact to the 20 feet surface area, right? But you here only 16 feet surface area. Okay, how can we get our friction? Means our air contact to the our surface na, that condition we will get our friction and we will get our pressure losses also. Okay, here we have larger contact area, that's why here we have pressure and friction loss is more compared to square duct. Okay, now you can see aspect ratio is called larger long side by short side na, larger side by shorter side. Just you will see here you can see here how much? 8 feet na, you can mention 8 feet here, by height 2 feet, short side 2 feet. How much? 4 aspect ratio, and you will take this one 4 by 4. 1 means here we have less pressure loss, at the same time less friction, means we need our fan capacity also less, our power consumption also less, at the same time our running cost also less. But you will take here compared to this one, here we need more. Okay, up to 4 applicable. If you take here 4:1 or 1:4, always we are taking what? Larger area. Larger area we have 8 feet here, you will take this one based on our aspect ratio completely. Here you will get your value 4, here you will get your value. This is bad and this is normal. This is best thing, this is normal. Always you can try close to square duct, that is better to you in running cost condition also. Okay, when you will design your duct, compulsory we need to design 2D duct layout na. SLD, at the same time DLD, single line ducting and double line ducting. Definitely we need to select our duct size. When you will select your duct size that is similar to your, close to your rectangle square duct, that is best to your cost condition also, running cost condition, okay, and fan selection condition also, okay, only for cost purpose this one mainly. Here we have some points. Are you understanding this point? All of you understand it, na? This point, as the aspect ratio increases, more metal surface is required. See, here we have 4 means aspect ratio greater than 1, right? That condition, here we have more metal surface area compared to this one. Same cross section area, that is your point. Duct of same cross section area. This cross sectional area and this cross sectional area both are same, but metal surface area is different. Okay, next, as per SPARC, AR should less than 4 also applicable. As per site condition you can prefer that one. As per AR decreases, less sheet metal surface contact with air results will decrease of friction and running cost of the project. What I explained here is there. Next, at the time of designing, try to make the duct shape closer to square. I said now this point. Next, perfect aspect ratio is called 1. Okay, when you will take branches condition, you will take this one, that is better to you, square duct. Okay, now clear na this concept, aspect ratio? Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay, when you will design your duct, we have standard sizes from the catalogs, right? That condition you will select your catalog size, we have this aspect ratio based. That condition, how can you select another size? If you need to do new fabrication condition, you will create that one. Otherwise we have already companies execution duct sizes, that's why you will select a standard size. That is preferable, but most of the condition only aspect ratio preferable. Why means in site clearance we have less. For example, you will take ceiling to slab, we have just 12-inch or 9-inch gap. That type of situation, definitely we need large width. Okay, we can't mention our height. That type of situation applicable, but we have clearance in site. Ceiling to slab we have 2 feet or 3 feet clearance is there. That type of situation you will take width larger, that is not applicable. Okay, now understand my point. When you have clearance as per site, that condition applicable. Based on clearance you need to select your width, how much of width duct you need. That is depends upon your site clearance condition. For example, if you have more clearance, you will take less height, 6 inch. That condition is not applicable now. Client also loss very much in running time, operating cost, right? That's why we need to design based on this aspect ratio. If you need that one, you can design, but running cost also increasing, na? That's why you need to prefer this one only. If you have possibility, you can take that one. That is depends upon the customer. Just you can see for example, here we have one case, friction for different shapes. This is duct shape, square feet area and perimeter, aspect ratio, remarks. This is circular. Okay, when you will consider circular duct, we have square feet area, diameter 13.5 inch. Okay, and you will get your perimeter. Here perimeter means you will consider as a circumference. Okay, in diameter condition or circular condition, we will get our circular length, circumference, na? That circumference total length 42.5, and here not applicable our aspect ratio, already I said. Okay, least surface area compared to rectangular square. Next you will take square duct. Square feet area means 1 feet is equal to 12 inch, na? 12 inch by 12 inch. Okay, and here we have perimeter 48. Okay, y means square feet 12 inch means just you can consider here this is 4 feet means 4 4 4 4 totally 16, or otherwise you can use formula also 2 into a plus b. Okay, you will consider a plus b, how much already you know width and height. A is equal to 12 and b is equal to 12. Okay, 12 plus 12 24 and into 2 you will get 48 your perimeter. Okay, and aspect ratio of here we have width and height both are same na, that condition you can mention 12 by 12, aspect ratio 12 by 12, that value is 1. Compared to this circular duct we need 30% more. Okay, surface area, that one. Next, rectangular you will take rectangular condition, all are area same, just you can see this is square feet area only, 1 square feet, here also 1 square feet, here also 1 square feet, here also 1 square feet, but width and height is different. In square duct we have 12 inch by 12 inch, but you will take rectangular condition, just we have half height means 6 inch. That condition here we have 12 inch, 12 inch plus 6 30, 30 into 2 60, totally you will get 60 perimeter. Then you will get your aspect ratio, how much, long side by short side, long side means 24 inch and short side means 6 inch, then you will get your aspect ratio 4. That is also preferable. Compared to this circular you will have 41% more, and compared to this one 41 minus 13 you will get that much of you need high fan selection and pressure losses, friction losses, you need to consider that all. That's way running cost also increases. That's why we need to select our rectangular duct closer to the our square. Okay, then you will get cost also decrease. See, here we have note, as per shape change as the perimeter change, the friction loss increases with increase in perimeter for the same area. Already we discussed this point. Okay. Now clear na this concept? Is there any doubts in this concept? Yeah, height, not a width. Yeah, for example, just you can see this is our ceiling point. Okay, this is our slab, this is we called as a clearance or service area. Okay, this is your, for example, you have 2 feet or 1 feet. Okay, that condition if you have 1 feet means definitely up to 6 inch or 8 inch applicable our height. Okay, not more than. Why means cable tray also running, at the same time plumbing also coming high, and below firefighting also running, right? Based on that you need to design that condition applicable only 9 inch, up to 9 inch applicable. Okay, and for example if you have 2 feet, that condition you will take 1 feet 6 inch also height means 400 or 450, that is also applicable. Not depends upon the building. Okay, for example you will take commercial building, we have 13 feet, easily we have 13 feet floor height. Okay, 13 feet condition you will get easily 800 to 900 mm means 3 feet, 2 feet 6 inches to 3 feet we have gap. Why means our duct also we have 1.5 feet or 1.5 feet height is there, for example 500 mm 600 mm, that condition that duct occupies overall 2 feet. One small to you. That is you will completely you will get by the this one, just you can see here we have section in this section just you can see this is our floor height. Okay, this 150 not you don't consider this 150, this is the below this is slab, just you consider this top to this top, this bottom how much is there, 3.6 meter is there, and here we have our ceiling height is 2.7 meter this point to this point how much of clearance is there, 36 minus 27 you will get 900 mm, 900 mm is 3 feet. The condition how much of height is there, this duct you can select that one also. For example you consider here to here, How much is there? 300. 1 feet is there. Depends upon the requirement, you need to mention that one. Here also you will get your data 450 by 300, and here 650 by 300, and here 350. Okay, depends upon the section. Okay, now clear now your doubt? Okay. Based on your elevation you will get that one. Next we have duct designing methods actually. Okay, already I said yesterday na? Totally we have 4 types of methods: equal friction method, and velocity reduction method, constant velocity method, and static regain method. Okay, equal friction method means here pressure at the same time friction both are constant. Definitely you need to maintain constant. That condition your running cost also decreasing. We don't have any pressure losses. Why? Means you have constant friction, then we have constant pressure. Okay, that's why mostly we can prefer this one, residential and commercial buildings. This is a dummy method. Velocity reduction method is a dummy method, we can say, like a salesperson using this one estimation purpose. Okay, next this one is constant velocity method. Constant velocity method means we are using high rise, not a high rise, like villas. We have na high capacity projects, high class projects, we consider as a high class projects, like villas, duplexes, okay, and a palace. Okay, we have this type of buildings now. For example, we will take a ministers, CMs, and MLAs. They are preferring resource type. Okay, and a palace, they are comfort only need, they don't know. For example, they are giving some requirements, they need only comfort, and money is not a problem that person's na. That type of situation you will take this one, constant velocity method. Okay. When you will get this method means definitely you need some experience, 3 years 4 years experience. After you will prefer this method, otherwise you don't prefer this method. Why? Means definitely you need experience, then you can apply. Okay, then you will get good result, or otherwise you will do some third one. Fourth method also same, definitely we need experience for these two. Okay, when you will started your journey as a fresher, then you will take equal friction method. Okay, we will discuss this, not a these all methods we need. Okay, I will explain each method also, don't worry. Normal, just basic idea. SMARC na fabrication condition na. You will take equal friction method, these all methods applicable SMARC na, but mostly we can prefer this one, equal friction method. Why? Means friction and pressure both are constant, but here velocity constant. Here definitely static regain means we have separate, that is very complicated. Definitely we need 5 to 8 years experience, then you will get your static regain. Why? Means in industrial sector definitely we need quality of 8, we uniform distribution at the same time, 100% uniform distribution. Okay, that type of situations you can use this one, static regain. Okay, commonly we are using this method residential and commercial projects, and commonly we are using this method for industrial. Okay, when you will design your industrial sector, definitely you need to know about industry also, which type of industry we are doing, that is food processing industry or pharma industry or any other industry. Definitely you need to consider, and which purpose, that medicine preparation purpose or clean room, you will consider lot of. For example, you will take hospitality, we have isolation rooms, that type also you need to consider. That's why you need experience for these two. Okay, and this is common for anyone, this is only for dummy. When you will do estimation, salesperson using this method mostly. Okay, clear now? Tomorrow I will explain equal friction method or constant pressure method. Okay, it will take one class, I think, that one. That purpose. Why? Means I will explain something in that, velocity and airflow like CFM, I need to explain that one. Yeah, we have chart at the same time, Mechaqua duct seizure. Directly you can use MechAqua duct sizer. For example, in case in your companies we are using some chart, that type of condition you need chart na. I will explain chart also at the same time duct sizer software also, don't worry. After this duct sizer we will discuss about load calculations. I will send duct sizer first, after I will send next one. When I started that class I will send, don't worry that one. Okay, clear na this one? Up to duct design methods, just so you have basic idea. Tomorrow I will start equal friction method. Okay, now I will explain AutoCAD